Hi YouTube, I am Danielle and this is Authentically Danielle. Thank you for joining my channel. I'm going to jump right into it, okay? Right on in. Today we are going to talk about relationship addictions, okay? Now I know we talk about addictions, you always hear about drug addictions, you always hear about alcohol addictions and all these different things. But let's talk about relationship addictions, like codependent addiction to relationships. A lot of us have had broken relationships in our family, whether it's with our mothers or with our fathers, and those traumas from the feminine and masculine energies, they trickle down to your romantic relationships. And then they start affecting the way you show up. When you don't heal the trauma and you don't deal with them the way that needs to be dealt with, what happens is it continuously, you show up in these basically repeated loops from your family, the generational trauma loop. We all know that. We all have experience in that department. So I wanted to talk about making sure when you decide, and this is not about like codependent relationships, this is about like the stop and break the habit of being addicted to your partnerships. When you are trying to leave and you make that decision that this is not serving me anymore, this is not for my highest good, honestly could be in family relationships, romance, or friendships. When you decide to let that person go, how to navigate through it. And I wanted to talk about that because honestly, like, I am going through some breakups in relationships, and I'm navigating through this. And I've also in the past have went through a very big friendship breakup. We always hear about the relationship breakups, the love breakups, but honey, that friendship breakup tore my ass apart. So I wanted to talk about that because it's so important that we know how to navigate through a friendship breakup or a breakup in general, and not become addicted to going back and going forth. And you always see those relationships where, the romance, especially in romance, where people keep going back to that same person. You're like, what is wrong with that person? Why do they keep going back to that same person? Why do they keep attracting each other? They know it's toxic. They know it's not healthy. They keep going back to each other. It's because it's an addiction. A relationship, you get so used to being around that person possibly helping you make decisions in life. You've gotten used to their energy. They're used to your energy. They've either drained the energy out of you or you drain the energy out of them. And so now it's become an addiction. It's more than just a friendship. It's more than just a love relationship or a family relationship. You've gotten dependent on that person. That person has gotten dependent on you. Now you guys don't even know how life looks like without each other. So I wanted to talk about this because it's so important we learn how to navigate through friendship breakups and breakups in general, and also not become addicted to them. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about, and I wrote some pointers down, so if you see me looking down, it's because I got my little trusty notebook. The first thing I want to talk about is learning how to detach from emotions and stick to facts. When you break up with someone, you are like, you and that person, emotions are high. It's a lot going on. It's a lot of things that may have been said or been left unsaid. And there's a lot of emotions, maybe even love, sexual tension, just a lot of things going on at one time when you're in that situation where you're breaking up with someone. And it's a lot. Like, it makes you feel like, how can I move forward without them? You're thinking about this person like literally all the time. Even in a friendship breakup, you're wondering, oh, I wonder how they're doing. How are their kids doing? I wonder, did they do the thing? Did they get married? Did they, buy the house or whatever? Or they fall in love? And it's because I think we get so addicted to relationships. We don't, sometimes, I know for me, like when I went into relationships, I would always look at them as they're all limitless, they're all long term, and it's just not true. Like, relationships do have expiration dates. Some of them can be for seasons and seasons and last for, until you're gone, and some of them don't. Majority of them don't. One thing that I would recommend is learning how to detach from your emotions and stick to the facts of what's going on in the dynamic with the breakup, with the cutoff of the relationship, so that it stops it from being addictive, and also it stops you from obsessing. Cut yourself from the emotions of, and when I say that, that doesn't mean like you don't go through the emotions, like you don't allow yourself to feel. You can feel all you want to. Learn how to have some way to detach from the emotion of, oh, I miss them, I love them, I want to be there, I'm hurt, I'm this, I need to da 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 da, and learn how to detach from the actual emotion and realize that there was a reason that this breakup indeed happened. Okay, whether the friendship happened because there was a betrayal, that person lied, gossip, stick to the facts of what happened. If a person lied, if a person cheated, French in any type of relationships, person lied, cheated, betrayed you, manipulated you, gossip, abusive, you need to stick to the fact that this person did that, and that's the fact. And what I would even do is get a notebook and write down the facts of why the relationship did not work, or why it's not working, okay? If you're still in it and you're in the process of moving forward without that person, okay? So stick to the facts. I think a lot of times when we're going through the emotions, we're not allowing ourselves, because emotions are just energy in motion, we're allowing ourselves to like get in the motion of reaching back out to that person. I love this person, so it makes sense that we're supposed to talk to each other. The fact is, when you look at that fact paper and you look at the reason why you motherfucking left, because you motherfucking tired, you're going to see why you left. And then that's going to bring you back to reality of, this relationship didn't work because, so A equals B equals, A plus B equals C. This relationship did not work with B, the other person, equals C. Due to the fact this person's abusive. Due to the fact this person's a liar. Due to the fact that this person is a betrayer. You know what I'm saying? Stick to those facts. Detach from the emotion of, oh, because I love them, it has to work. We love each other. We both love each other. It takes more than love to sustain a relationship. There's got to be love, trust, loyalty, honesty, integrity, authenticity. A lot of things that go in a relationship that we don't really talk about a lot. We kind of just stick on the love side because love feels good. But what happens when the other traits that are needed in the relationship are not brought to the table, and that the person is crossing boundaries that is love can't fix, So detach from the actual emotions and detach from the sadness and all the things, and really get down to the facts. This person, the reason why this is happening, plus B with this person is equal C. This person was abusive, or this person lied. This person is a pathological liar. This person shows this red flag, whatever your C is. Okay? Stop all communications. When you are cutting someone off, it is so important, especially at the beginning, because emotions are high, love is still there, things like that. It's so important to learn how to stop all communication. I know it's hard. Now, it is harder and things do get complicated when you're co-parenting with someone. Trust me, I know. And there's things that go hand in hand with that. You have to kind of figure things through that out. But I am talking about when you're breaking up with someone that you don't have no relationships with, no connections with, as far as like your children or, you know, financial. And even if you do, you have to learn how to stop communicating with that person. Because if you're still communicating, you're still taking their phone calls, you're still hearing their bullshit, they're still coming over your house all the time, they're emailing you, they're texting, they're phone calling, all those things, how are you giving yourself the space to heal? You're not. I know, because my recent relationship, I'm learning how to cut all communications and focus on being in my energy and focus on my healing. Because me leaving the relationship, which I did it for a reason, I need to focus on calling my energy back to me, and I need to focus on healing. I need to focus on what I have going on so I can be clear and have clarity of where I need to move forward, how I need to move forward. And a lot of times you cannot think clearer, you cannot have that clarity if you are still engaging with someone, especially if they're abusive, narcissistic, they're a liar, they're pathological liar, cheater. If you're still engaging with that behavior, you're still accepting them to treat you any type of way. We teach people how to treat us. And I had to learn that because, trust me, it took me a lot of repeating to get to that point. But, you know, I had to learn that I was teaching people how to treat me. And now we're not doing that shit now, okay? Now we're putting up boundaries, baby. Okay? So, stop the communication. Stop it. Stop taking his phone calls. Stop answering every text message. I know how it feels. It's like as soon as that person calls or texts, you want to answer. But you got to stop. You have to stop. Because that is creating the addiction. And that is allowing the trauma bond to continue, the traumatic situation to continue, and it opens up the door for them to come back. And guess what? They're still going to do the same shit. Third, a person is still going to do the same stuff. When you break up with that person, you let it go of that cheater, whatever. I don't care how many baby, please, baby, I'm sorry, yada, yada, yada. If that person is not showing the actions of change, they're not going to change. And majority of times they don't show the actions. They talk, they cry, they manipulate, they make you feel like shit. So they pull on the heartstrings so they can call you back on in and they can do it again. Because now they're teaching you that they can treat you any type of way and they can have their cake and eat it too. So be mindful of that. Stop believing just words. I know, I believed them too at first. Oh, he loves me. Oh, he didn't mean to. Oh, he didn't mean to treat me that way. He didn't mean to talk to me that way. He didn't mean to da-da-da-da-da. She didn't mean to do that, da-da-da. Fuck all that. Yeah, the hell they did. Because if they didn't, because when you truly care about someone, you're not going to be out here just treating them any type of way. When you value a connection in a relationship, you don't just treat them any type of way. So you have to remember that. Like, if a person really values you, they're not going to treat you that way. And I think we get caught up in the emotions and illusion of how we want people to be. But the truth is, reality is that they're a shitty person. Okay? They're not going to change. Be present so you can see reality of what it is, the facts. You can understand the facts, you can see it what it is, and you can know that this is who this person is and they're not going to change. This is how they are. Not what your potential of what you think they should be, not what they talk about they're going to be. This is who they are at this moment. Unless you can accept that they are this shitty person in this very moment, let them go if you can't accept it. Another thing, making sure that you stick, this is my last one, stick to the plan. If the plan is fuck off, let them fuck off. Stop going back to that person. Stop making reasons why you should change up the plan at the end of the day. If that person is not full-heartedly showing up for you the way that you deserve to be showed up for, let them go. Stick to the plan and move forward. Because, like I said, we teach people how to treat us, and you deserve to be treated with love. Now, if you keep going back, you deserve to get the treatment that you're getting. I know it sounds fucked up. I know it sounds harsh, but it's the truth. If you keep going back to that same environment that's hurting you, you deserve that. And that's what you're telling yourself. You're affirming that that's the type of behavior that you deserve in your life. And when you affirm that, you're going to keep getting that. And it's going to get worse. It keeps getting worse. It doesn't get better with someone that is a shitty person. They don't get better. They just become more shittier. It's the same thing if you put a piece of shit in your hand and you sprinkle some sugar on that shit. That shit is still shit. Like, it's like, period. And you could put a pile of sugar on that shit. It's still gonna fucking stink. Eventually, when you hold that shitty piece of sugar for too long, you're not gonna smell it because you're gonna get immune to it. And when you get immune to it, it sticks to your hand. It's a part of you. It's just, you get my point. You get my point, okay? All right, that is my video. And like I said, break the cycle, break the addictions of the relationships. Relationships can be addictive. Being in the illusion of what you want someone to be can be addictive. Break that shit in half and move forward, because you got this. All right, if you like my videos, you want me to share more, you want to hear more, you want all the things, like, comment, and subscribe. And also, if you have something you want to add to the list of how to break the addiction in relationships that are toxic and shitty people, put it down in comments. Put it down in the comments down below. I want to hear what you have to say as well, because you may know something that I don't know, and I like to learn from you guys. So put it down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Love you guys. Authentically Danielle signing out.